Hey there, Chris McCarthy here with Brand Identified, and today I'm going to walk you through an AI business integration plan to define your brand tagline and all of your key messaging for your business. So you're going to be able to use this 6-step framework to develop a bold, memorable tagline and key messaging to clarify your value, differentiate your brand, and resonate across every platform. So what we're going to cover today is first off that 6-step AI-powered framework. We are then going to answer and define 10 questions to build out your AI strategy. I will then show you how to accelerate your strategy with the custom GPT BrandOptimizer.AI, and then I will give you a 6-step AI prompt sequence to customize your framework and your strategy, also using the BrandOptimizer.AI custom GPT. And then finally, I'm going to show you how to install Brand Growth AIOS into your business. So let's jump in and get started. So the first step here, step number 1 of the AI-powered framework, is to define. So start by answering these 10 messaging questions. Your answers will shape the foundation of your tagline, your headlines, and your key messaging themes that clarify who you are and why you matter. The first question here is, how do you currently explain what your business does in one sentence? This is your elevator pitch, and it should clearly state what you offer and why it matters. Question number 2 is, what is the main result, transformation, or benefit that your customers will receive? Focus on the core value or the outcome that your clients get from working with you. Question number 3 is, what makes your product or service different from the competitors? Highlight your unique approach, your process, or your promise that sets you apart. Question number 4 is, what words or phrases do your customers frequently use when describing your business? Customer language is very powerful. It helps ensure that your messaging feels authentic and relatable. Question number 5, do you currently have a tagline? If so, what is it and how do you feel about it? We want to evaluate whether your existing tagline is strong, clear, and memorable, or if it needs refinement. Question number 6 is, who is your ideal customer and what do they care about most when choosing a business like yours? Knowing their priorities helps tailor your messaging to address what matters most to them. Question number 7 is, are there any industry cliches or phrases that you want to avoid in your messaging? Avoiding overused terms keeps your brand fresh and creditable. Question number 8, what emotions do you want your tagline and messaging to evoke? Whether it's confidence, relief, excitement, or clarity, this guides your tone and your language choices. Question number 9, if your business had only 10 seconds to grab someone's attention, what do you wish people would instantly understand? This is your dream headline, the main takeaway that you want prospects to walk away with immediately. And then finally, question number 10 is, what are 2 to 3 things that you always want to reinforce in your brand messaging? Focus on the key messages that consistently remind your audience who you are, what you do, and why it's important. So moving on to step number 2, this is clarify. So you want to define your core brand message, your audience, your outcome, and the differentiator. Before you can write a great tagline, you need clarity on what you're actually trying to communicate. This step distills your positioning into a focused foundation that will drive the language and the tone of all of your messaging. So you want to clarify what you do in one sentence, no jargon and no unnecessary words. Make sure you define who you serve, what problem you solve, and the result that you create, and identify what makes your brand or your offer different from everyone else in your space. Now, with this prompt right here, or with this step of the framework right here, I've provided you with an AI prompt that you can use, and I've also provided you with many other AI prompts that you can use throughout this framework. But I want to make sure that you are inputting these into BrandOptimizer.AI. This is a custom GPT that I've developed that's built upon over 25 years of experience working with hundreds of clients. So don't just add this to regular ChatGPT because it doesn't have access to the brand identified knowledge base. So for example, this prompt is, we are a, and insert your business type there, that serves, and then go ahead and insert your specific target audience. So based on the following messaging insights, help us clarify our core value, audience, key outcome, and differentiator to use as the foundation for our tagline and our key message. Then you're going to take those 10 questions and the answers to those 10 questions and add them in with this prompt. Now, as I mentioned, you want to go ahead and add this over into BrandOptimizer.AI.com. So this is that custom GPT. So just head over to BrandOptimizer.AI. Click on Launch the Custom GPT. This is going to open up ChatGPT, but it's going to open it up into specifically the Brand Optimizer Custom GPT that has access to the brand identified knowledge base. And then go ahead and enter in that prompt down there at the bottom, and then all the additional prompts that I'm going to show you throughout this entire framework. So then moving on here into step number 3, and that is structure. Develop your tagline and 3 to 5 key messages that support it. Your tagline should be short, bold, and memorable. Your key messages should be built on that tagline by clarifying what you do, how you do it, and why it's important. Craft it in a language that your audience understands and connects with. So write 3 to 5 tagline options, aim for 3 to 7 words each. Make sure that they are emotionally charged and they're benefit driven. Then create supporting messaging, one for what you do, one for how you do it, one for the result that you create, and one for why it matters. And then make sure that every message reflects your brand tone and aligns with your audience's language. And then I've provided you another BrandOptimizer.AI prompt down there for step number 3. Now, step number 4 is to embed. So incorporate your new tagline and your key messages into internal and external communications. Now that your core message is in place, it needs to be adopted and applied. This step is about training your team, updating all of your assets, and ensuring that your messaging becomes the default across every single one of your departments. So make sure you add your tagline and your key messages to internal brand documents and sales enablement tools. Update all bios, pitch decks, product descriptions, and intro statements, and train your team to use consistent phrasing when describing the business or answering the question, what do you do? And then I've provided you with another BrandOptimizer.AI prompt to use for step number 4. And step number 5 is to show. Make your brand message visible and unforgettable across every consumer touchpoint. Your tagline and your supporting key messages should now become the front-facing language of your brand. This step focuses on putting your messaging to work so customers instantly understand who you are and why they should care. So feature your tagline in your website header, your social bios, email signatures, and your lead magnets. Use your key messaging in ad copy, landing pages, video scripts, and welcome emails, and build content around each of the 3 to 5 supporting messages to reinforce your positioning. And then once again, as always, we've got another BrandOptimizer.AI prompt for you to use for step number 5. And then finally, step number 6 within this 6-step framework is review. Test and refine your messaging over time to keep it sharp and effective. Every strong messaging can lose relevance or clarity as markets shift. This step ensures that you're consistently evaluating the performance of your messaging and keeping it connected to what your audience actually needs and responds to. So do A/B test variations of your tagline or messaging in ads, subject lines, and landing pages. Review feedback from prospects and customers. Where do they feel confused or disengaged? And refresh your key messaging if your offer, your audience, or your outcomes evolve. And then for step number 6 here, we've also obviously provided you with another BrandOptimizer.AI prompt for you to use. And then finally is a 6-step prompt sequence that you can also use over at BrandOptimizer.AI to instantly create a custom strategy for your business. So this is a 6-step prompt sequence, and the first prompt is your strategy prompt, and that is help me build a complete strategy for brand tagline and key message development that aligns with our brand and our business goals. Prompt number 2 is your execution prompt. This is give me a step-by-step execution plan to implement brand tagline and key message development effectively in our business. Prompt number 3 is an audit and an optimization prompt. This is audit our current brand tagline and key message development and recommend improvements or optimizations that we can make. Prompt number 4 here is the template and a tool prompt, and that is provide a fill-in-the-blank template or a framework that I can use to create or improve our brand tagline and key messaging. Prompt number 5 is your role-based prompt. So this is how should A, and then you're going to go ahead and insert your title, role, or a position within your organization. So for example, founder, CMO, or marketing manager, approach brand tagline and key message development in a growing business. And then the final 6th prompt in this 6-prompt sequence is your integration prompt. And that is how does brand tagline and key message development connect with our or support other areas in our business like marketing, sales, or operations. So the final step here is all about the Brand Growth AIOS, and this is an AI-powered operating system to optimize your business. This is a proprietary 16-phase optimization and execution strategy that integrates 60 specialized services into one unified growth engine. It is designed to transform your business into a high-performance, fully optimized, and scalable operation. Each service is delivered in a structured, sequence-based framework that starts with deep diagnostics, applies proven strategic models, and then executes with AI-enabled tools and automations. Now, I prepared a short intro overview video of the Brand Growth AIOS system that I'll queue up here in just a few seconds, but also make sure you check out BrandOptimizer.AI to learn more, and then also head over to BrandGrowthAIOS.com as well. The Brand Growth AIOS is a complete operating system for your business. It's a proprietary 16-phase optimization and execution strategy that pulls together 60 specialized services into one unified growth engine. The entire system is designed to take your business from where it is today and transform it into a high-performance, fully optimized, and scalable operation. Now, here's the important part. This isn't just a collection of services thrown together. Every step is structured, it's sequence-based, and it follows a very specific framework. We begin with deep diagnostics, then move into proven strategy models, and then bring it all to life with AI-enabled tools and automations. Once the Brand Growth AIOS is installed inside your business, here's what you can expect. Your company will run on a streamlined, data-driven, AI-supported infrastructure. You will deliver a consistent, high-quality client experience that drives both retention and referrals. Your offers, pricing, and positioning will be optimized for your market. You'll have predictable opportunities coming in through campaigns, funnels, and content systems that are built to work together. And you, as the founder, along with your leadership team, will finally be able to focus on strategy instead of being stuck in daily execution. So let's talk about what that means for your role versus ours. Your role requires only a minimal time investment, about 15 minutes per day for quick approvals and roughly 30 minutes a week for high-level strategic reviews. That is it. Our role is to handle everything else: the audit, the strategy, the design, the build out, the optimization, and the execution of your complete Brand Growth AIOS. That way, you can stay focused on leading your business while we install the system that allows it to scale.